Today we're checking out streamers willing to do anything for views. I have a little interest in getting into streaming myself, but best believe, oh, I'm slapping the mic. Best believe, if I'm doing streaming, I ain't about to be doing nothing crazy on there just for some views. I'll do something crazy if I feel like it, for sure. So expect that, but I ain't finna be doing nothing for no views, man. But I'm interested to see other people do some crazy stuff for views. Hey, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there.
But just please don't do what I did. Please. Don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
Some streamers don't care about rules. They don't care if they put themselves in danger. They just want people to watch. Today, we're looking at streamers willing to do anything for views. All right, so before we continue, I want you guys to meet my fiance. Fiance?
Hello.
So we partnered with MyHeritage to sponsor this video as a paid collaboration and figure out
Sponsor.
exactly what
That out. You basically take a DNA test and it shows you where you're
a 10% discount when you order the kit. Normie. Normie became famous for suffering on camera. He would put himself through extreme challenges. Then he would live stream the experience for everyone to see. In 2024, Normie made an announcement. He was going to stay awake for 12 days straight.
Let's take a look at this man's face real quick. We're 2 seconds in and this is already going deep end, bro.
He wanted to set a new world record. He called it staying awake for 12 days world record live. But the challenge didn't make sense because this record didn't exist anymore. In 1997, Guinness banned all world records for staying awake. Why? Because it was deadly. Scientific studies suggest that even small amounts of missed sleep can negatively impact our mental and physical health. Other people tried breaking.
Yo, do y'all be paying attention to y'all sleep, man? Y'all be getting enough sleep? You know you need it, right? Do you know how important sleep is to you? And especially, lean in here, men, lean in here. You know, as a man, you need sleep. It helps your testosterone. It helps your cortisol be low. And it helps you be a better man. Go to sleep, nigga.
The staying awake record before. Most of them ended up with health problems that lasted 10 years. And in Normie's case, the record wouldn't count, even if he pulled it off. But he didn't care. Normie set up his stream on YouTube. The goal was to go 12 days without sleeping a wink. The world was watching. At first, the stream was fun. Normie was feeling good.
World record! Oi! Oi! World record!
But as days passed, the tiredness started to show. His speech slowed. He stared off into space. He was even hallucinating. Viewers begged him to abandon the challenge for his own safety. Some tried to find out where he was so they could send medical help.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
Eventually, YouTube started to get worried. They didn't want Normie having a medical emergency on their site, so YouTube shut down the stream. At that point, Normie had already stayed awake for 250 hours. He only had 12 more hours.
250 hours? Bro, what's the longest y'all ever stayed up for? What's the longest? Now I'm curious. 250 hours is insane. The longest I stayed up for, it was about 72 hours. And there were reasons why I stayed up that long. It was a while ago. We're not going to get into that. But yeah, my record is 72 hours. And I would never recommend that. After that, the homies that I was still hanging around with at the time, they ended up going out somewhere. We was out in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, going crazy. And they went out to, go on some debauchery or something. But I was done. I was done. I had to go to sleep. I ended up just sleeping on my homie couch for like pretty much the whole day. Like 72 hours, G? 72 hours, G? Bro, but what's the longest y'all ever stayed awake for? I'm curious. And I'm not going to try to beat your record. I'll just be impressed if you hit something higher than 72 hours.
No, he refused to quit. So Normie set up a new live stream on Kick. Most people think Kick allows more freedom than YouTube, but even Kick thought Normie's stream was too risky. So Kick shut it down. Then they banned Normie so he couldn't start again. But he refused to give up. Normie moved to another platform, Rumble. By that point, he was barely hanging on. His brother kept him awake by splashing water on him and forcing him to stand. But somehow, he made it. He stayed awake for 264 hours and 56 minutes. Wow. He beat the world record. After that, Normie slept for 38 hours straight. And surprisingly, he didn't seem to have any serious health problems. Clips from the stream went viral. Normie's name was everywhere. And Normie took it up a notch. 2 months later, Normie started something new. He was going to spend 30 days in complete darkness. And of course, he streamed the whole thing live. The room he stayed in was pitch black. The only reason viewers could see anything was because of an infrared camera. The room had nothing but a mattress and...
This man is literally just trying to fry his brain for views, bro. Like, if you stay awake for too long, you're gonna literally fry your brain. You're gonna start hallucinating. You're gonna pretty much go crazy. And if you stay in complete darkness, you're gonna turn into a mole person, bro. How much would y'all need to get paid to do something like this? To like really get the clout off of doing some crazy challenge like this? How much would y'all need to get paid? Throw it in the comments. I'm curious. What would y'all need to get paid to do something like this?
Basic supplies. But the longer he stayed in the dark, the creepier things got. He started talking to the camera, trying to guess how many days had passed. By day 22, he was biting chunks out of the door. The viewers thought he lost his mind. Finally, it was day 30. Normie's friends pulled him out of the dark room. The audience watched as he saw light for the first time in 30 days.
Look at the sun.
Where the fuck is it?
It's over here.
I legit don't see anything.
Normie did it all for views, and it worked. Today, he has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's still doing crazy challenges. Imagine spending 5 years in jail because of a live stream. That's what almost happened to our next streamer, Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon became really popular around 2016. He streamed himself getting into all sorts of trouble around Los Angeles. The more trouble he caused, the more views he got. Then one day, he came up with a new idea. It was going to be the wildest live stream he'd ever done. In 2018, Ice launched the RV road trip. He convinced 14 streamers to hop into an RV and travel across the country. They were streaming 24/7, no breaks, no filters.
We got 14 people, 14 days. Hopefully by the end of it, hopefully in 3 days, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
It didn't take long for...
He got one of them voices. He got one of them raspy voices. He sound like Muscle Man from freaking... What is that regular show? Okay.
For the RV to turn into a war zone. Fights broke out every day and viewers egged them on. It got so bad that someone was kicked off of the RV and left in the middle of the desert. The RV was a circus and Ice Poseidon was the ringmaster. It was like he knew the trip would be a disaster and he engineered the chaos for views. Years after the first RV trip, Ice went on another adventure. In 2023, he flew to Bangkok, Thailand. His goal was simple: film crazy content that would blow up online. But Thailand isn't like America, and his streams were about to land him in a Thai prison. One night, Ice and his girlfriend were eating at a restaurant. Then they had a dumb idea. He wanted to wear lingerie and give his girlfriend a lap dance, right there in the middle of a busy restaurant. And of course, he would stream it live. It was crazy, but he did it. The stream was getting views and reactions online. But there was one thing that Ice didn't consider. Thailand has some of the strictest laws about public decency. Giving a lap dance in public wasn't just offensive, it was illegal. The restaurant manager was furious. She accused them of disrespecting Thai culture. Someone called the police. By the end of the night, Ice was arrested. He was charged with distribution of obscene content. That carried a sentence of up to 5 years in a Thai prison. But Ice got lucky. He spent a couple weeks in jail and was forced to issue a public apology.
I'm being held in Thailand for the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Noprat Oompa.
Then he was released on a $12,000 bail. Ice's lap dancing stream got views, but it also got him arrested in a foreign country. Hopefully he learned his lesson. His next streamer, you guys probably know, he barks like a dog, but the internet loves him for it. Ice shows speed. IShowSpeed is only 20, but he already has
What does
4.2
Speed do?
billion views online. And that's
4.2 billion, bro. Golly. I need that. Run me up. Like this video, man. Run me up. Please. Okay.
because he is unpredictable. Sometimes he barks, roars, shouts, or twerks at the webcam for no reason at all. His unpredictability made him famous. But as more people tuned in, he took his craziness to the next level. It was the 4th of July, 2022, Independence Day. Speed decided to celebrate live on stream, but his idea of celebrating was insane. Speed lit a giant Pikachu-shaped firework inside his bedroom.
I think
not
I remember
outside,
this.
not in the park, right in his room, surrounded by furniture, wires, and stuff that could easily catch fire. The second he lit the fuse, sparks flew in every direction.
Didn't
At
his
first,
mom walk in
Speed
the room
laughed
or
it
something?
off, but the sparks kept flying and he panicked. It seemed the room would catch fire, but it didn't. The sparks died down and nothing caught on fire. Clips of the live stream went viral.
This is the most obvious thing not to do, but also for some reason on July 4th, all Americans become slightly dumber.
Yeah, he genuinely could have burnt down his house.
A Reddit user summed it up perfectly. People will do the dumbest things for internet fame. You'd think nearly starting a house fire would be a one-time thing, but not for Speed. He did it again. Fast forward to October 2023. Speed was streaming from his room. Suddenly, he pulled out another Pikachu firework.
Pikachu! Let's go!
He lit the fuse, and fireworks exploded all over his room. Sparks hit the curtain and bounced off the walls. It was everywhere. Speed grabbed a pillow, trying to block the sparks. Once again, it seemed the room might go up in flames. Somehow, he got lucky. The fireworks burned out before anything could
Hey, yo, how much we got to pay y'all for y'all to do that on stream in your bedroom? How much? Throw your price down in the comments, and we'll see if somebody's going to pay you for it. Ain't gonna be me though.
catch fire. Just like last time, the video went viral. But this time, many of his fans weren't laughing. They were worried. His behavior was dangerous. If the fire caught, it could spread to other homes. Yet, Speed's fan base kept growing. People still loved them. The year after almost setting his room on fire, IShowSpeed was named Streamer of the Year. This next streamer has been in and out of jail so many times, it's almost like he enjoys getting arrested. Vitaly. Today, Vitaly is a streamer, but when he first started out, he was a prankster. His first viral video was titled Miami Zombie Attack Prank. Vitaly dressed up as a zombie and chased random people through the streets of Miami. The video blew up and made Vitaly a star, but it also set the stage for all the chaos that came next. A few years later, Vitaly uploaded another video. It was titled Russian Hitman Prank Gone Wrong. This time, he dressed as a Russian gangster. He would walk up to random people and drop a briefcase beside them. Then he would tell them they had 60 seconds to run away from the briefcase. Naturally, people thought there was something terrifying in there, so they took off running. It wasn't long before.
I mean, honestly, that prank, as long as there's actually nothing inside of the briefcase, I mean, it is kind of a nuisance. It is kind of annoying if you just going about your day and then somebody walks up and says that and you start freaking out. But really, I mean, that's not that bad. That's not the worst prank there is, right? Am I tweaking? Is that really that bad? It looks like, I mean, he's in jail right here or something, or, you know, he's with the police. Is it worth getting, would y'all say that's worth getting arrested for doing? Yeah. I mean, because I just thought about how if you were to do that at an airport nowadays in 2026, you're getting arrested so fast. You're getting arrested instantly. You're getting teleported to the jail. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, because if somebody did come up to you and basically act like they sat a bomb in front of your feet, you know, it would be the smart thing to do to run away and just like kind of start freaking out, like fearing for your life. Because what if they're not joking? You know what I'm saying? And then whole time you thought they was joking, you just got exploded. So, yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, this consensus is it's illegal. My bad.
before someone called the cops. Vitaly was arrested for charges related to device threats. Eventually, the charges were dropped. When Vitaly posted the Russian hitman video, it went viral, and he learned a twisted lesson. Breaking the law to go viral was worth the risk, so Vitaly took his troublemaking global. In 2014, Vitaly interrupted the World Cup final in Brazil. He ran across the field with the words "natural-born prankster" on his chest. Security tackled him, and he spent the night in jail. But he got the attention he wanted. In 2020, Vitaly flew to Egypt and climbed one of the pyramids. That was illegal too. Egyptian police arrested him. He spent 5 days in jail. Then he was deported and banned from Egypt for life. That became his pattern. Travel the world, do something illegal, get arrested, go viral, gain followers. Vitaly was an international troublemaker, but he was about to mess with the wrong country. Earlier this year, 2025, Vitaly flew to the Philippines to film there. This time he was live streaming instead of pre-recording content. It didn't take long for him to stir up drama. In one stream, Vitaly threatened to rob a woman. In another, he stole a police officer's hat and ran.
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there. And then there were other acts that he committed.
Vitaly called it content. Viewers called the police. Filipino police tracked him down and arrested him. He was labeled an undesirable alien. That's a legal term for foreigners who break local laws or disturb the peace. And as I'm making this video right now, Vitaly is being held in a detention center. He's facing multiple charges, including harassment and attempted theft. If convicted, Vitaly could spend years in a Filipino prison. He treated getting arrested like part of the job. Maybe this time he's finally gone too far. Up next is someone who will do anything to be the best. Kai Cenat. In early 2024, Kai Cenat was the king of Twitch. He had more subscribers than anyone else, and he was obsessed with being #1. But on
real quick, I've never really watched Kai Cenat like that. I've never watched not one stream of his. I of course know about him, as we all do, and I know that he was at least the biggest streamer in the world and all that type of stuff. But I never watched him, and I don't know anybody that watched him. How did he do that? How is he the biggest when I don't know not one person that ever comes to me like, "Hey, did you see what Kai Cenat did?" Never. That never happened. I don't know anybody that watches him. It's so weird. Is it just like do these streamers just have a fan base of just children? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments who's watching Kai Cenat. Or do you know somebody that watches him or watched him? Because now he went on his whole little different detour journey, whatever, but I don't know.
September 30th, Kai woke up to bad news. Another streamer called VTuber Iron Mouse passed him. Iron Mouse now had about 326,000 subscribers. That was about 20,000 more than Kai. That meant Iron Mouse was now the top Twitch streamer. Kai wanted to be back on top, no matter what it took. So he came up with a plan, something guaranteed to bring in subscribers. He was going to stream for 30 days non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Kai had done a 30-day stream before, and it was exhausting, but he was willing to endure anything to be #1 again. Kai called it Mafiathon 2, and it kicked off on November 1st, 2024. Kai's room became his stage. He gamed, he sang, he hosted celebrity guests. He even slept live on camera. But after 3 weeks without a break, Kai made a disturbing announcement. He was coughing up blood.
This morning, I was coughing up blood this morning, right in the cup. If you look in that cup, there's blood, there's spit. I am sick. because my chest is all clogged. Viewers panicked and made headlines.
Why'd that happen?
Most people would have ended the stream right then, but not Kai. He had 8 more days to hit 30. Kai was beyond tired, but he was desperate to keep people watching. He needed something shocking to hold their attention. And that's when Kai called in a magician. Kai invited a magician called Max Major onto his stream. The plan was simple: do a few magic tricks, get some laughs, keep the energy up. But one trick went too far. As part of his act, Max set up 3 nooses on a wooden frame. It was like something used to hang criminals in the olden days. And he told Kai to pull one of the handles in front of him. If Kai pulled the wrong one, Max could possibly lose his life.
Kai, there's 2 handles left. There's 2 ropes left. It's 50-50. When I'm ready, you're gonna pick a handle, you're gonna pull it. But this time there's a little bit more on the line.
But when Kai picked a handle and pulled, Max's body jerked into the air. Kai pulled the wrong handle. For a few horrifying seconds, everyone thought they just saw a man lose his life on camera. But it was all part of a very realistic trick. Max the magician was fine. No one was hurt.
Who would believe this stuff? Like, bro, do y'all still be believing magicians in 2026? Bro, magicians have been literally fake ever since magicians have been magicians, bro. Matter of fact, quick story time. So I went out to I think it was, I was at Disneyland or something. One of them Disney World, Disneyland, whatever the Disney place is, but I was out there and we went into this little exhibit, this show or whatever. It was a magic show. And there was a hypnotist there. And they asked a few people to come out from the crowd to be a part of the show. And I was one of them. I wanted to see it. So I go out there, I go on the stage and they have a bunch of seats and I sit down. And they tell me that they're going to hypnotize us and make us believe that we are zombies. And so I'm like, all right, bet, do it. And let me tell you, man, I sit there, they tell you close your eyes and like look down or whatever. So I'm sitting there, eyes closed. And then they're just over here saying their little magician stuff. They, oh, when I snap my fingers, you're gonna be a zombie. And literally the entire time, it fazed me not. I didn't feel like I was a zombie. I didn't feel like anything except just a dude sitting on stage. And I'm over here internally feeling bad for the freaking hypnotist because he didn't do anything. And I was sitting next to some girl, some other participant that he chose. She's sitting next to me and she gets up and she doing all types of crazy stuff, like acting like she actually got hypnotized into thinking she's a zombie. Like, bro, all of this stuff is fake. It's all actors. I couldn't even play along with it. I didn't even know how to play along with it. It's that hard for me to not just be real. But this stuff is so stupid, bro. Magicians are nothing. I love a good magic trick. I love it. Like, we should call them illusionists at this point. But, bro, do y'all be believing magicians? Y'all be believing, like, tarot cards and stuff? Y'all be believing crystal ball readers and stuff? Bro, get a life. Bro, stop it. Get some help.
But the viewers weren't laughing. They expected a magic show. Instead, they were scared, and they blamed Kai. But Kai wasn't to blame because neither he nor his team knew the details of the prank beforehand. But controversy or not, Kai wasn't stopping the stream. And a few days later, he hit the goal. 30 days of non-stop streaming. He ended the stream with over 728,000 subscribers. That was more than double Iron Mouse's 326,000 subscribers. Kai is still one of the biggest streamers ever, and I admit he's a really entertaining dude. Even the biggest streamers do dumb things for views, just like this next story.
I can't even lie. This video is just getting too long. It's getting too long. And Dr. Disrespect, I heard about him. I don't really care about him. But this video is just too long, bro. Like, honestly, if y'all want me to finish this, let me know. I'll finish this one out and we'll do a part 2 on this. But this is just way too freaking long. But I think we got the gist of it. Basically, streamers will be doing anything to get that clout, to get them views. But I mean, looking at Consonant though, this man got almost 1 million subscribers off of just that stream. That's 1 million in about less than a month. That's a lot, bro. That's a ton. That's a heck of a lot. So, I mean, I guess for him at the end of the day, it was worth it. But man, all I know is y'all gotta be careful doing like too much stuff to get this clout and all that. Bro, don't sacrifice your dignity. Don't sacrifice your health, man. That's something you can't get back. Maybe your dignity, excuse me, maybe, but your health, bro, do not sacrifice your health for no clicks, bro. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. You could be a complete real nigga and still just, you know, turn up. You could still turn up, get lit, make it happen on the internet or whatever, and you could keep it 100,000%. But you don't have to do any of this crazy stuff, because think about it. Once you do something outlandish to get the views and to go viral and all that type of stuff, then you're gonna be known as the dude that does that. And then you have to not only keep doing it, but then you gotta one up yourself every single time, until eventually you're just gonna be like, I'm about to jump off this entire Empire State Building for the view. And now you have to jump off of a freaking 1,000-foot building just to keep your views. Now you just died. So it's not worth it like that. At the end of the day, you could just be real, be yourself, do your thing. And if you want to make content, just make content and be yourself. That's all you got to do. The people that's going to like you, they're going to rock with you. And there's enough people in the world that are just on your type of wavelength that they're going to like you. Unless you're just a sucky human being. But if you're a sucky human being, you're just not going to make it regardless of what you do. So, but if not, bro, just be yourself. Make content, man. And that's all you got to do. But with that being said, that's it for this video. If you like the video, please like it, comment, subscribe. It helps a lot. For real. It helps a lot. If you throw your comment down in the comment section below, I am going to reply to it. I don't care if it's good, positive, negative, whatever. I'm going to reply to it and we're going to have a conversation. So if you want to chop it up with me, you know where to find me. But with that being said, that's it for this video. And like always, man, stay up, stay blessed, and peace out.